Hi everyone, welcome to this video. Today we're going to cover moderation in SPSS and using process 5. I will not cover how to install process 5, but it's easy to do from the process website. So let's go. All right, so we have a data set with several variables. I actually also have mean-centered versions of the variable if you want to play with them. Also an interaction variable, which is a product of these two, and also the interaction mean-centered. So if you see MC, that's for mean-centered. And here we're going to cover these three variables. So we have simplicity, fatalism, and depression. Depression is going to be our outcome variable. And we're going to see if the effect of fatalism depends on simplicity. So fatalism is going to be our IV and simplicity is going to be our moderator. So if we have correctly installed process, we should see it here under analyze regression process. I'm using process 5 for this video. It's relatively similar from process 4. This is the menu. I see the entire menu, but it's fine. So I'm going to choose model 1, which is for simple moderation. The Y variable is the outcome. I'm going to put depression here. Boom. We said we want to study the effect of fatalism on depression. So that's my IV, my X variable. And simplicity is my moderator. I'm actually going to keep only 3 decimals. That's usually enough for most reporting purposes. And then I'm going to click options. So there are plenty of options. I'm not going to cover all options, but the main ones. Notably, one thing you would want to do, you might want to do is mean center. So that's how you check for mean centering. We won't really need it for this particular case, but that can be useful if you want to interpret the coefficients directly from the regression model. But instead, what we're going to do here is we're going to click on probe interactions, and we're going to select. So that essentially allows you to probe for interactions using simple slopes, also known as conditional slopes analysis. And it's done, under different conditions. I'm going to click always so that we just see it regardless of the interaction, regardless of whether the interaction is significant or not. But you can choose for it to show, let's say, only if you have a significant interaction like this. So I'm going to just check always so that we are sure to get it. And then since here our moderator is non-discrete, it's a numeric variable. For a simple slopes analysis, we have to pick points. It's the pick a point approach. So you can use percentiles or you can use moments. Moments is going to be the mean minus standard deviation, the mean plus 1 standard deviation. I find that this is more frequently reported, so I'll check this one, but you can choose also the other one. And I'll check generate data to visualize the moderation. I'm just going to keep the model estimates for the plot. And that's it. Let's click then OK. I'm going to click on run. Oh, I think I forgot something. It's running here. Yeah. So I'm getting an error because my variable names are too long, and so it risks giving me an incorrect output. I'm going to ignore this warning here. That's not a good idea to ignore it in general, but in this case, I'm fine with that because that's just an exercise, right? So you click on long variable names, and I'm going to accept the risk of incorrect output. That's if you have variable names that are longer than 8 characters, which is the case here. If that's the case, then maybe you want to simplify a bit your data set, rename your variables so that they are shorter before you do this analysis. In this case, I'm just going to accept the risk of an incorrect output and run it again. It's running here. Okay. All right. So we have here our regression model. X, you can check, X is fatalism, Y is depression, W is simplicity. So here you have the intercept, coefficient, standard error, T. Double click shows up, sorry. All right, so the coefficient, standard error, T value, P value, confidence intervals, lower level, upper level. Here you have, so here the constant is the intercept, fatalism, simplicity, and the interaction term. You should not interpret fatalism and simplicity here because they have not been mean-centered, so don't interpret the coefficients. But in this case, we're interested in interpreting the interaction anyway. And so here you have various model fit statistics, like the F-test of model fit with their degrees of freedom, with its degrees of freedom, p-value, R squared. Most of the time, you're first going to look at this, which is the test of the interaction. So that's a nested model comparison with a model without interaction versus with interaction. This is the R squared change, so it's a delta R squared. And here you have an F-test that is significant. So we have a significant interaction here. We've chosen to see, to probe for interactions, even when non-significant actually here, using moments. So here we have actually the mean minus 1 standard deviation, the mean, and the mean plus 1 standard deviation. So we essentially fix simplicity, our moderator, to fixed values, and then we see the effect of fatalism at these different values. So we see, for example, here that the effect of fatalism seems to be weaker as simplicity increases. So the higher simplicity is, the lower the effect of fatalism is. So we have some kind of attenuation, I guess you could say, effect. We can visualize this effect by taking this generated data here, copying and pasting it into a syntax window and then running it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to first double click on this. Okay. And then I'm going to select from data to the dot here. Once I've done that, I'm going to right click, click copy. And then I'm going to open a new syntax window. So it's on my other screen right here. Okay. I'm going to paste what I've just copied. It shows up like this. And then I'm going to select everything again and click this to run. Sorry for the sirens. And once I click on that, oh, it's here. Okay. So it has created this graph when you run this syntax. So we have the effect of fatalism on depression at different levels of simplicity. And so this has generated a few points. And what we want to do is to show the slopes here, even though we can kind of see them. So I'm going to double click on the plot. It's going to open the chart editor over here. All right. And what I'm going to do is look for this little icon here that allows me to add fit lines for each of the different colors, basically for each of the categories, so for each simplicity level. And so let's click on this right here. Yes, okay, it works. This shows up with a little menu. I'm gonna remove the label. You can keep it if you want. Remove the label. And so here we see the effect of the variable simplicity, the moderating effect of simplicity. So we see that at low simplicity, the effect of fatalism is stronger, and at high simplicity, the effect of fatalism is weaker. So here we have the illustration of the attenuation effect that I talked about a bit earlier. And that's essentially it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.